good.
All right. Hey guys, this is Jay Wendell with Rock Rage Radio, and I'm here with Andy of We Came with Romans. How are you doing today, man?
Good, man. Tired, but good.
Fair enough. So you said you got in about an hour or two ago.
Yeah, wasn't too bad.
Where were you guys coming from?
I think we played a show in Springfield, Missouri, or something like that. It was the day before. We had a day off because it's like a 9-hour drive.
Yeah,
So-
it's not a short drive at all.
Yeah, no.
It could be worse though.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, I was talking to. I'm trying to remember who I was talking to. Like Mazda Flames. So they were coming in. Their air conditioning was broke for part of the leg.
Oh God.
Which it was apparently a hot as hell drive coming up here. So I can't even imagine
Dude,
having to be
yeah.
stuck in a bus where everybody's probably not smelling the freshest on top of that.
No.
So.
Touring, you never smell good when you tour, ever.
So what do you guys have coming up?
So we just got done doing a headliner in the States,
Mhm.
and it was like 5 weeks long. It was great. More than half of it was sold out. Shows were packed. Then we had about 10 days at home, and then we did like 3.5 weeks in Europe, and then we had 1 day home, and then we played Northern Invasion, and then we've had 8 days leading up till today of
Right.
shows. So it's been about 90, I think, so days of tour, or
Okay.
like maybe like 80 or something. But we're gonna take some time off.
I don't blame you guys.
Yeah, so that's what we have kind of coming up. Is we're just gonna cool off for a minute, maybe do some maybe some little studio sessions just to fill in the time, and then just keep touring. We have some tours we can't say that are coming up yet, but got some good stuff coming up. So.
Awesome. So, now, have you guys played Rock on the Range before? I cannot.
Yeah, so this is our third time playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I'd seen you guys up here before because it's at the ones that I wasn't covering, but
Yeah.
So, how do you like the festival? In
Oh, I
general?
love it. I think we played 2013, 2015, and or maybe 16, and then now 2018. So I love it. It's so cool. Just you get to play with legendary bands,
Right.
So, like Tool, and we play with Guns N' Roses, and
Well, it's definitely an interesting mix-up for you guys because normally, I see you guys playing with. Generally, you guys have more metalcore and stuff like that you guys are playing with and stuff as far as
Yeah.
whether supporting acts or otherwise. But one thing I always love about festivals is that you get such a wide range of stuff. Stuff like Greta Van Fleet, for instance. I know they're always huge as far as they've been huge like for the last year. They've been kind of going crazy. Which is odd. It's not necessarily my style, but it's sort
works,
of neat to
yeah.
see something jump up that quickly. But I know we've been I've been following you guys for a while now. We play the hell out of you on Rock Rage. So
sick. That's awesome.
So you said you have some time off coming up. Are you guys writing anything? Do you have anything written already?
I mean, the record's still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
But we kind of like, we tend to kind of like when we get in the studio, you're there for a couple months, and
Right.
it's always so, you get kind of lost in like, just there's a little bit of monotony in it where
Right.
it just gets so, I don't know, day to day, and you're like, all right, I'm going to the studio. So it's kind of nice to break it up a little bit.
Right.
And a couple of the singles that we had done for Cold Like War, like Lost in the Moment and Wasted Age, they were written like a year before we even went to the studio. So
Right.
we kind of like to go in with like fresh, ears and like fresh mind, and just be like, all right, like what can we, what can we right now? And then when the studio time comes, we have those kind of in our arsenal, and
Right.
it's just nice. And it just makes it, I don't know, it's just easier. It's not 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag,
Right. So what's your favorite? Right now, what's your favorite song to play live?
I really like. We play a song called Encoder,
Okay.
and it's like super heavy, down tune, drop F. Like it just sounds. F is a really low tuning, so it just sounds super heavy, and it's just fun. We've always been somewhat of a heavy band, and
Right.
it's just cool to like. It's just. When it comes in, it just kicks people in the face. And
Well, honestly,
awesome.
you guys should have a good crowd today. Anyhow, I mean, it's one of those
Yeah.
things. Number one, you're honestly playing the right stage for the you have the. I don't know why that stage always seems to get the heavier crowd going in the
Yeah.
first place. So it seems fitting. Actually, I think last time Code Orange was here, they played over there. Like the crowds over there, people are
That's
throwing
psycho,
people around.
yeah.
It's great.
That seems more suitable for us, because usually, a lot of the rock festivals, people like just to like kind of hang back and rock and throw their hands up.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
I mean you're inevitably going to have that crowd that like they're like, oh, who are these guys? And then they're like, oh shit, what's going on?
Exactly.
Actually, the funniest example at a Rock in the Range I saw of that was last time Dillinger played here.
Oh, dude.
Or not last year, but it was in 2015, I think.
Okay.
And I'm sitting over there just thinking like, these people have no idea what they're getting themselves into. So
they just saw the name, showed up, and then they're like, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah, and that was a tame Dillinger show, really. Because festival shows are. I mean, it's not like people jumping from balconies and shit. So,
dude, yeah, Dillinger is one of those bands.
I'm so sad that I tried so hard to find tickets to go to the New York shows.
Yeah,
I had a buddy that got tickets, and it
it's crazy.
So, speaking of other bands, so personally for you, what's your biggest influence?
I mean, like, as far as this music goes, like, my two favorite bands are Deftones and In Flames. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, those are both bands I like grew up listening to, and it's always cool because they're just kind of those bands that
they
kind of grow with you.
Yeah, they've evolved so much. Like if you're like Deftones, like looking at like Adrenaline Around nothing that they sound completely different from that. But it's such a well-encompassed thing. Oh, actually, In Flames too, because it used to be very much sort of like that
metal,
that heavier power metal to it. And almost speed metal elements to it, and it's just evolved so much over time.
It was like really like dark black death metal kind of deal, like super weird and like talking about like empires and
if you're listening to something like Clayman versus listening to anything now, it's
completely different. Yeah,
but
like the Quiet. What is the one?
The Quiet Place.
Yeah, the Quiet Place is that's the record. Or no, Soundtrack to Your Escape.
Oh,
yeah,
I love that
record's so good, and like they really embrace the keyboards and like production on it. So
that was like the perfect step up after, because it was what the hell was the? I'm trying to remember
Route
the
to
one
Remain.
That Trigger. Reroute to Remain.
Yeah.
That was that big sort. That was kind of they're coming around the curve on there, but the soundtrack. Yeah, no, good stuff.
That record's sick. I remember like listening to that on the bus, like to go to school, and I'm like, "This is awesome."
Yes.
Like, school's gonna be sick.
Oh, so here's an odd question for you. So, what out of the albums that you own, what would be the one album that the rest of your band would give you the most shit for owning?
Oh, dude, I have so many of those. I don't know. I love like, I don't know, my range of music goes from like all sorts of different kinds of like butt rock stuff to like super heavy and like genty and then like pop stuff. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying to think of one record that would really piss my band off. I mean, it would probably like Kyle and I actually. It would be the only person who wouldn't piss off was Kyle, but Eiffel 65, like the I'm Blue, like that record actually rips. It sounds so dumb when I say it, but I love that record. When I put it on my band, it's like, what the hell are you putting me through? And I'm like, kinda, I know every word. It's like so bad it's good. That's the best way to describe it.
So one of the best answers I ever got to that question in particular, I asked Max Cavalera that. So he has Justin Bieber in his house.
Man.
But it has more to do with kids and everything like that, but he's voluntarily bought a Justin Bieber album.
Hey, you know what?
Which is such an odd thing. If you look at Max Cavalera,
yeah, you're like, what the hell? I mean, I like Justin Bieber, like the stuff he put out. It's catchy. I think it's just always around and always playing. That's why I know it.
Well, on top of that, I mean, obviously there's a reason so many people are spending money on that.
Oh, dude, yeah. That kid's
obviously he's doing something right.
Oh yeah. It's loaded.
So, all right. Now, do you guys have any more festivals planned for this year? Not that you can announce anything officially.
No, we have a couple other festivals. There's some stuff that we're doing in New York. I can't remember the festival names offhand. And then I'm pretty sure we're doing a festival with like there's one with like Machine Gun Kelly and stuff like that. So there's a couple different things we have, like little one-offs here. We won't be completely like, at home and just chilling. there's a couple like shows we might do, or a couple shows we have planned.
Which that's not so bad too, because you can kind of go to them and then you can kind of go.
Yeah, and then a lot of them they're nothing crazy, nothing like down in California where you got to fly in or something. So we're Detroit based, so like we don't really mind driving to if it's like New York or whatever. So yeah, just a couple festivals here and there. I can't remember the names. Sorry. There's so much stuff going on constantly,
So how often do you actually get to spend at home usually a year on average?
It's usually like a month of touring and then a month like home. So it's pretty much like half the year you get to chill. Even when you do studio stuff, you don't really, you're still not home. Even though we recorded some of the record in Michigan, still doesn't feel like home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's usually half and half. It's usually I tour for a month and then stay home for a month. Sometimes it's different. We took like a little 11 months off to before we released this last record just to like write and like wrap our heads around like what we wanted to do and how we were going to do it. So that was kind of like a different situation, but usually a month of touring, then a month at home, or in the case I'm in now, it's like 90 days of touring, 10 days at home. So yeah.
So what do you do to actually wind down? Because I know it's one of those things. That's a hell of a change going back and forth between touring and then.
I have a really amazing girlfriend, and she's just sweetheart, and she
puts up with your shit.
She's really supportive, and she's like, well, you can drink a couple nights, and just not as heavy as you do when you're on tour. And I'm like, thanks, babe. And then she makes like awesome tea and like really good vegan food that just makes me feel like $1 million. That just helps me, wind down. And in my head, when I get home, I'm so used to sleeping on a bus and like the rumbling and the noise. So in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna go buy a lawnmower and put it under my couch and sleep on that, just like sleep like a baby.
I don't even think about that. I mean, there's always constant noise and stuff. That has to be
dude.
Chaos.
It's always
just trying to find something that you can actually sleep through once everything's calm.
Oh yeah, it takes me a night or two to adjust, but for sure, it just. And there's always something happening. It's everyone else's Friday night, you know what I mean? Which is great, and I love it. Like, I want people to have fun and go nuts. But sometimes, my friends or like, other people are like, oh, I haven't seen you in months, and they're like, we should rage. And I'm like, all right, yeah. Then the next day, it's like the same thing. They're like, I haven't seen you in months. And I was like, I gotta do this again. My poor liver. And so it's just like, it's you gotta pick your Friday nights, really. So yeah. My girlfriend's great. She really helps calm me down when I get home.
It's good to have somebody to help you balance out again.
Oh yeah, dude. She helps level me out for sure. So.
And I gotta imagine. I mean, dating obviously when you're traveling that much has to be hard. So.
Oh yeah, it's always tough. But I fly her out and she'll ride with us for like a week or 10 days. And
does she have fun when she's doing that?
Oh yeah, sometimes. She instantly would get on the bus and just be like, God, like it'll be like 2 p.m. and she's like, I want to drink, and I'm like, all right, listen, like we're going for the marathon. We're not trying to, we're not doing sprints, So, she enjoys it, but she just kind of gets exhausted because it takes a different type of person to really tour and to endure all like the ups and downs.
Well, even a person who can deal with it, it still takes time for them to adjust to it too.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can't just jump into it and be like, oh, cool, I'm right in the thick of it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely super difficult, but she's probably done like 3 tours now. She's actually coming out today, which is awesome. But she's done like 3 tours now, and she's like, I don't know how you do it, but a week is like enough for her,
Right.
So
any bands you're looking forward to seeing?
Today I'm really looking forward to seeing Tool.
Yeah.
We played with the Perfect Circle like a week ago, Northern Invasion, and it was sick. So definitely gonna watch Tool and Godsmack. Just never seen him before, and like been a fan for a minute.
You've never seen Godsmack live?
No, I know. I suck. I don't know. We played a festival in Florida. I think it was. I can't remember the name of it, and I don't want to butcher it.
It's probably either Rockville or Fort Rock.
I think it's Welcome to Rockville.
Okay, yeah.
And we played with like Disturbed and Godsmack, and I missed it because I had a family emergency, and so I had rented a car, and my grandma lives in Florida, so I drove down to go see her. So we had a day off the next day. But I was like, damn it, I really wanted to see Godsmack, and we did a couple festivals in Europe, like Rock and Ring, Rock and Park with Disturbed, so I got to see them. But Yeah, just all those bands growing up that I listened to that are like legendary bands now are just great. So yeah, just definitely want to see Godsmack and Tool.
All right, so anything you want to say to any of the listeners?
Check out our new record, Cold Like War. It is out. It is awesome. It is heavy.
And we play the shit out of it, too. So
sweet. Hell yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
So, hey, thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you, too.
All right,
Appreciate
it. Hey, no problem.